Good evening, chaps and chapettes. Roggor here. Welcome back to Rimworld, and more importantly, welcome back to Roggorias. Ah, glory, glory be. Fortunately, last time we had a new person join us, Rin, who, if memory serves me correctly... Where are you? There you are. Apparently Tatus' daughter. No, mother even. That might be better. And things got a little bit hectic. We had our first raid going on, but more importantly, one thing else. And first, just want to quickly apologise to you guys for the quick little de-earther videos. Not sure when this particular one is going to go up, but this little madam wasn't very well, were you? Bless you. Oh, your little ball bits. So, yeah, I was concentrating on getting her all sorted out of the vets. Talking to the vets, how's Beer doing? We haven't seen much of Beer in this little playthrough so far. He's got his obedience for that. Ah, Farscape, what are you doing? Okay. Right, so what I need to do now is have a quick check. Ah, yeah. Still haven't got the research bench. Nope, more building and exploration to be done. But more importantly, what I have to do is to have a quick shifty through the mods, because I've been exploring the mods for this game. Because it's early access, there's quite a few mods which actually make it so that the game is actually infinitely more playable, to be brutally frank. For example, social needs. Oh yeah, Farscape isn't having a nice day. But one of the things which I've got is that there's the colonists. They call pawns for some reason in the game files. For some reason that the colonists can now talk about each other a bit more. More importantly, what we need to do is to make these little rooms habitable. And yeah, I actually found out what they consider that a cramped bedroom. Okay, for some reason, you need to at least 2 or 3 times the size for it to be like a good sized bedroom. Okay, fair enough, they're sleeping in a cave, but come on. And another thing I found out in my other playthrough, which is not going very well, I think we've got about 17 deaths so far, is click and hold on constructions like this. Yeah, and you get a choice of what to build the area out of. Like, for example, these are like limestone wall. I had no idea how to make this because everything has been built out of wood, which is like the weakest. Farscape. You can't be idle, you need to do some bloody well work. This isn't the best way to do it, but to be honest, setting it up takes quite a while, and I probably should have done that before I started recording. There we are, everyone does everything. Okay, so we got our food going. We need... Come on, Farscape, are you gonna... No, of course you're not gonna build it, you bastard. Why the hell are you cleaning up? Can I work on any materials? Well, we got shed loads of components. How's it... How much steel do we have? Steel 47. Ah, we need more steel. That's why. Right, where's the steel block? Ah, there we go. Just one row. Because where was it? It was... Ah, no, it was here that there was some ancient evil that I need to be very, very careful about digging into. Yeah, there's loads of new things that the mods have put on. For example, fences. That's a brand new tab. There's loads of new stuff in production. Yeah, yeah, I think it has. Yeah, it has changed. Nope. All the boys are out. Boys and Rin are out mining. But if you have a quick look-see up the top side there, you have a look and you'll see that the little faces have now changed. For example, Spamoils now looks like he came straight out of The Princess Bride. Hugo looks like he came out 1851. That's the same. Farscape actually looks... Oh. Age 22. Looks more like an old woman up there. And Rin looks like Rin. So yeah, that's little things like that. It's a little bit annoying at the moment because quite a lot of things I need research done in order to actually show you the bits and burbs. There's a handy one. For example, like literally building these walk-in huge refrigerators, which are just like storage zones with the coolants on the side. That was literally the only way of doing it. And that little mod of in temperature, which makes sense, I guess. And I should actually build refrigerators, which are handy but small. So that would be good for like a one-person challenge. Yes. Go on, Farscape. Build, and Wongo. See, electric stoves, that makes it build a bit quicker, but now I need to do this. Oh, and another mod I've got. For some reason, you could only click normal beforehand. Now I can shift-click to do 5 at a time, which is very, very handy indeed. Yes, I know my people are crap at cooking. Get on with it. Research stone cutting. That's why I haven't got it, so I need to do researching before I can actually do anything. Right, so in that case, this area, I need to be turning into the research room for the moment, just for the moment. Okay, speed up. Oh, and more importantly, see, so we've got speed 1, speed 2, speed 3, and finally the debug mode speed 4. Why that was blocked off in the main game, I have no idea. Do X time, I wanted to do until I have X. Because fortunately that then means 15, 10, 5, there we are. Because fortunately that then means that whenever it gets low enough and someone who's on chef duty actually has a time, they can actually just start cracking. Also another thing, because you know when I click on things like this, though, wooden table, awful, wooden bed, awful, awful, poor, awful still, okay, not great, but basically, for some reason in the main game, literally it was a case of the skill levels people had in crafting stuff simply made it so that the chances of them getting a good quality item were increased. So it's entirely possible for someone who has never made a single thing in their life to build like a superior or a grand version of something. For some reason, it wasn't put in the game that it would make far more sense to me that it would be a case of if you were bad, then you would build bad stuff and have a very small chance of building good stuff. And move that along. So that therefore, if you were, let's say you were 5 out of 10, you would never build like a 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 out of 10. But you would still have very little chance of building a 10. See what I mean? So not like The Sims, for example, where basically your skill level dictated exactly what you got. Have it so that you can have exactly the level you're at, which is the bare minimum. The one which I've got running here is a bit like the scenario I just mentioned just beforehand, where it's a case of like your skill level dictates exactly what you're going to build. Mad animal. Oh, local bucker's gone mad. Okay, no, that's not too bad, because I think everyone's asleep. Yeah, everyone's asleep. Need to keep an eye on it. Who's got the gun again? Oh yeah, Spammel's goddamn pacifist. Hugo's got the gun. Tatter's got a gun. Farscape's got a big stick. And Rin's got a stabber. Where's that goddamn back? There we are. Right, let's speed forward in time. Oh. Oh, aha, handy, handy. Does that mean he will... Aha, that's handy. He's going to attack these guys instead. Go on then. Really? There we are. Nice and symbols. Thank you, guys. Oh yeah, I've also, again, it won't matter at the moment because of the level the colony is at, but there are far more bits and bobs which you can do when people turn up. Who's got the most sleep? You. Seriously, who has got the most slight flickering of the screen for no goddamn reason? Spammels, right, okay. You go and trade with these guys. Who are they from? Abor, Tommy, 16, so I'm okay with them. Not great, but okay. Right, what can I buy? Oh no, I'll sell the combat materials that I got from that last raid. That can start... That gives me a whole 1. That's really all I want, to be really frank. No, you're not stargazing, Stamels, you're going back to sleep. Yeah, slightly annoying pieces in this gaming when you can't... Some things you can just click on someone, right-click on something else, and you can just direct them, go do this thing. You know, if they've got, like, the temperament, or it's not in the... Where is it work? Or if it's not blanked out, like, for example, Farscape will never do any kind of smithing whatsoever. So that sort of thing. It's just a little bit bleeding irritating that even you can't just, like, order them to sleep. Because, like I said, it's like The Sims with seemingly random restrictions. Yeah, that's something in it. Hall always needs to be marked to 2 in my experience, because otherwise literally everything just sits out. For some reason Hall is like it says, where does it work here? On the first aid, like, stuff on the left is given high priority, stuff on the right is given lower priority, and it's a case of you can use the tick boxes and the numbers in order to make things go up and down. For some reason you can't drag entire categories like left or right, like say for example, like negotiate, diplomats deal with prisoners and visitors. I put that as pretty low, to be honest, because that wouldn't happen very often. Handle, like handling animals, again, I'll put that pretty low. Like, for example, like research. I'll put that medium at least. Speaking of medium, right, can I... Ah, so sitting here now, see, they should start to be... Yes, there we are. Hauling is happening. I am harvesting the hop plants. I'm going to keep them in storage for the moment because you need beer barrels, which you research, like you always do everything in this game. But unfortunately, until then... Are you being a bastard? No, he's not. That's another thing I need to do. I need to start build a wall around these crops. Otherwise, these bloody animals will start eating them. Furniture... production. Simple research bench. I need more metals. No, I need more. Okay, we need some more important things to be doing, namely mining, and mining. Just pretend you came from the Red Dwarf. That'd be a cool little thing you could have in the game, like people turn up. Oh yeah, they're naffing off. Fine, fair enough. Bye guys. That'd be a cool thing you could have like famous characters from sci-fi, quote unquote, turn up. Like for example, let's say you could have like quote unquote someone called Luke Cloud Stroller or something stupid like that, and he could just be like really, really good in close combat with like knife and sword type weapons. You can get swords later on. You know, that sort of thing, for example. That would just be like a nice little nod. Like, for example, you could have a bird called, I don't know, Derek Custer. And if you get that reference, you are an awesome person. You just turn up who's like a real slob, but when the shit goes to the wire, here's your man. So ideally, I wanted this to be... So that I need an infirmary. Bollocks. Right, what do you have? You have... 2 knives and a gun. They're coming from the north. Where the bloody hell am I? Ah, there we are. Okay, that's okay. I've got time. Who's the doctor? Doctor. Is the one who's wounded. Okay, so who's got the best skill otherwise? 6, 1, 3, 3, 0. Alright, what's Spammel's doing? Butchering. Not massively important. There we are. So that should give her a boost. Yep, so she's patched up. Not very well, but she's patched up. And that means she should heal up. Yeah, see, these guys are quite a way away. Fortunately, this is over a large map, and for some reason I'm... Yeah, actually, this map is a bit bigger than I thought it was. Do worky. Okay, pirates are beginning their assault. Right, so everyone bar Spammels, because you are a pussy, gets drafted. Fortunately, like I said, there's only one bloke with a gun. Yep, that should be alright. So where are they? Here they come. You need to come over the north. Come on. Ah, there we are. Hugo's taking aim. Go on, get him. Ah, got him. And again. Hey, nice one, headshot. Go on, get him. Yes, nice one. Yeah, so when you knock them down enough that they just quit, they just give up and bugger off. Okay, so let's bury you. Oh, beer and a shiv. Thank you very much indeed. Ah, let's see. So, where are you fleeing from? You killed him. There we are. So, Farscape, you get the gun. Go get it, man. I mean, you're a cowboy for crying out loud. What are you doing? Oh, for God's sake, everyone's dead. Thank you. So have I got enough? Yes, I do. Got enough graves to fill them. Okay, so pretty much endeth another day. Aha, good, we got the research table. This is good, so I want medicine to be put in the fridge. For bleeding obvious reasons. Blimey, heal her up and she goes out and stabs something to death. Blimey, Tat, is your mum scary. Research project. Right, so I definitely want stone cutting. So that should then mean I can get on with building some more. Because at the moment they don't like this because these are literally bear cave walls. That's why they don't like it. Needs. Yeah, ugly environment there. To be honest, don't blame you. Because like I said, the plan is still going to be hollow out this mountain and frickin' live in it. Because that will then mean that just then this area can become like not a fortress, so to say, but it can just become like a killing, like literally you can have the fields to either side and then the literal killing fields. Seriously, why do Farscape and Ren keep on getting eyed on? Literally got them working on everything. Okay, so maybe I can get them to do hunting. No, I don't want you. Oh, well. Suppose you could hunt the raspberry bush. And no, that's not a euphemism. So I want to look around for animals which Give a decent amount, but don't really fight back. Like, for example, hares. Hares, rats, squirrels. Going on the redneck diet. Gunfire. Farscape is being a pretty bad shot. Good. Okay, so Spammels has started the research, which is, if I remember rightly, that's kind of what is, tech head. So that's kind of his specialisation. Oh, and that Statter's busy vomiting. Lovely. Okay, well, we're not doing too bad for food. We've got a relatively decent amount. Okay, so that's sorted. So I want this place to become my infirmary. But before I do anything else, I really, really, really need for Spammels to do that research. Researching. There we are. Speaking of the devil. So that research bar is going up pretty fast. But let's see, what was Spammels' stuff with research? Yeah, researching was his shebang. And day the whatever passes. Oh yeah, admittedly something else much, much later on. This is quite handy that this steam geyser is here, because you can make geothermal power from them, which is very, very handy indeed. Oh, derp, I just realised something. What I can do is I can reinstall Spammels' bed there, so at least he's not living by the freaking butcher's shop. Oh dear. Okay, now I know I said oh dear, but that's because she is wearing a dogskin hood. I do not like this person. But are they visiting, or are they not? Because one of the mods I've got going on is basically a visitors mod. Basically, you can build like little inns, I suppose you could call them, for visitors. And then if they have a good time, then your reputation goes up with the faction, and you get like better prices, and you get lots of decent bonuses. But unfortunately, the state I am, I can't really do that. Question: why the hell are you in my bed? Well, you must be doing pretty well with meals. We got plenty of days worth. You're hauling, harvesting. Let's have Rin go and have a chat with them, because we don't have much stuff. What we really want is a bulk trader, because they trade in pretty much everything. Don't give you good prices, but they give you decent stuffs. Oh yeah, of course, we had all the dead people we murdered, so I can sell their things. Hooray! Yeah, no guest beds. Bleed annoyingly, that's going to bring down my reputation with that faction. It's pretty bloody annoying. Okay, so the harvest is going relatively well. Awfully disappointing this day. Abraxas combo, factions. Yeah, bollocks. Right, so in that case, what do I want to do? Ask and I shall have receiving. Or would it make more sense to build? I really don't want that to happen again, but like I said, I really need infirmary. That's nearby there, so what I can do is I can make this little area. Let's see. What do I have the most of? Limestone? No. I'm going to have to be a wood door, and I think a wooden floor. That'd do best. Floor for the time being, and let's do some beds. Guest bed, yeah, specific. And as I said, it is a mod, so unfortunately you can't just specify that. Nope, this is just where these people can be. There we are, plenty of beds, and a couple of torch lamps. But like I said, I need some more wood, so let's get some cutting done in. Okay, good. Okay, so is that done? Okay, that is pretty much... Can I get you to... Yes. Clear up the rock rubble. Oh no, you need to go to bed. Okay, so that's the guest, quote-unquote, suite done. I suppose what I really should do for the moment is close off this cave entrance, just in case. I can't do that until I get Spammels to do... What are you doing? Relaxing socially. There's nobody there. I need him to continue finishing up this blimmin' research on how to make bloody rocks actually useful. I didn't even think it'd be that hard. Heat wave. Oh, bollocks. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Temperature. So I need to ventilate these places. Because now we've got that heat wave going on, people are going to start feeling decidedly unhappy. Well, there's really anything you can do about it. Not at this tech level. At least we've got the vents going up. How are we doing on the research? We're getting there. We're getting there very bleeding slowly. Yes, I get it. It's a heat wave. Fortunately, like I said, at this level, it's just going to have to be a case of if people get sick, they just need to go and take the medicine, which I'm getting very, very little of. And what the vents do, is they equalise the temperature between the two rooms they're connected to. So if you've got a relatively decent system, you should theoretically make it so you can Minor brake risk, farscape, yes. Hot. Yeah, well, too sodding bad. You are just going to have to live with it, because although I have plenty of power, I'm completely forgetting I'm not playing my old colony, because I actually have a decent amount of freaking components in this one. And I've got a reasonable amount of power. So I've got these coolers. Yeah. Yeah, sod it. I could make it so I can heat out this. Unfortunately, the loving couple are too far away, so I can't do anything. Spammers, what are you doing? You are making pants. You are making very, very warm go-tie pants in the middle of a heat wave. Well, Spammers has gone nuts. No, so if I mine... Now, I want the main corridor to do that. So if I mine these two out, then build a cooler. Yeah, so mine those two out. So then, when the temperature, I can do that. Okay, get the power. Which I probably should extend down here anyway. I need more steel, so yeah, more mining in the heat. Don't you boys just love me? Realistically, I should probably just mine this out, but considering the amount of times I've had you know, oh, there's an ancient evil behind this wall, don't really want to be mining too deep. Oh, and there's a freaking Balrog chilling in there. This game has got influences from Dwarf Fortress. So like I've said beforehand, what I would have done in like a non-permadeath playthrough would be just to save, dig in just a place just to see what's in it, and then just save if things have gone bad. Speaking of bad, why is there no vent there? So that's cooling, so I want it to cool to, let's say 18 degrees. So now theoretically, so that's 18, so yep, that's going down slowly but surely. As is that, yep, the plan is working, kind of. I do not want to know why Spouse has gone to bed with a lump of meat. It's giving us a reasonable amount of power consumption. New lovers, Farscape and Rin have come together and are now lovers. Ah, well, congratulations. So therefore, what I need to do is to deconstruct the two beds and then rebuild new ones. So unfortunately there's not a way you can just reassign the beds, annoyingly. So now I've got this room free. It's very, very small and I will need to change it at some point, but I can make that the... was that Rin's old room? I think it was Rin's. I can make Rin's old room the infirmary. Okay, haven't got the hospital beds yet, and the wood floor is not very good. I want at least 2 beds in there. So now Rin's harvesting that. We're starting to get our basic herbal medicine in, which is very handy. See, is he wandering or is he? Yeah, that's what I said. Annoyingly, the bleeding animals do eat your crops. At the same time, I don't want to have to keep using my medicine because I haven't really got them weapons just to splat them in an instant. No, I need to prioritise for... I need to make Spammel's head tech guy person. So how are we doing it? There's 22 degrees. That's nice and simple. Hey, good. Stone cutting is done. So, passive cooler we really don't need. Auto doors kind of pointless. Drug production would be handy for the moolahs. Hydroponics is later. Smithing is required for other stuff. I think that's a mod one. That basically creates like a gun emplacement. Carpet making. Again, artificial organ, that's a mod one as well, because in the base game you can't make like your own bionic limbs or like bionic artificial hearts and whatnot. You have to buy them. There's no way you can make it yourself no matter what technology level you have. So you had to mod it, although that's a bit odd that you guys have crash landed from a freaking spaceship and you don't have this sort of tech. No, yeah, mending would make far more sense, because that way I can just have one repair desk and at the moment just make people repair the things they've got, but more importantly, stone cutters. Who controls the British pound? Who keeps the metric system down? We do. We do. So now what I can do with this is I can now... What do you think, Midnight? Hmm? Come on, come here. Come on. This is where you're going. Or are you just going to sit there? Good girl. Good girl, those are my testicles. Okay, good. So now I've got the stonecutter's table. I can, let's see, so what do I actually have the most of? I've got shed loads of slate, so let's make all the slate we can. Bill, slate blocks, do forever. And Spambles is left alone with just his moustache for company. I was about to say, are you bleeding? Yes, I'm going to have to do it. No, because I can just assign these as 2 medical beds, and then they actually go and sleep together. Look, I'm busy, sweetheart, okay? Look, I love you, but seriously, please. There we are. So now I've got my infirmoire, and another bonkers boar has turned up. I am going to use that as a well, it's the end of the 3rd day, and on the 3rd day a giant pig tried to kill everybody. There you are. There's an excerpt from the Bible you didn't think you'd ever think about. But I'm going to leave Roggorias here for the moment. So yeah, so get things going a bit slower, but certainly very, very handy for the colony. I haven't had any really sort of, oh, well, the game just says, fuck you, because it hasn't turned up yet. So, for the moment, thank you all very much indeed for watching this little video of mine. If you enjoyed it, have a little look-see down below to see if there's anything else I've done which takes your fancy. If so, have a little look-see, by all means, my friend. Subscribe if you want to, but most importantly, please, is to be wonderful to each other. Good night.